I'm SHONAKSHI Clarence and welcome to my video. Today we are going to learn something really interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever noticed how cities often feel hotter than the countryside, even at night? That's not just a passing discomfort. It's the silent crisis of our time. The carbon heat island effect, where urban areas trap and amplify heat, often reaching temperatures several degrees higher than surrounding rural regions. Today, I stand before you not just to describe a problem, but to call for awareness, innovations, and above all action. Let's get started.
What is an urban heat island?
An urban heat island, or UHI, happens when cities become hotter than the countryside around them. Why? Because cities are full of roads, buildings, and sidewalks that absorb heat from the sun. These surfaces keep the heat during the day and even at night. In the countryside, there are trees, grass, and open space that help keep things cool. So cities become like big heat bowls compared to cool green areas outside.
Why does urban heat island happen?
Let's look closer at why urban heat islands happen. Cities are covered with materials like concrete, brick, and asphalt. These do not reflect the sun's heat. They soak it up. There are also fewer trees and green spaces in the city to cool the air. Cars, buses, and factories add even more heat by burning fuel. All these things work together to make the city hotter. So, when you walk around the sunny day, the pavement feels like it's on the fire. And the air is warm even after the sun goes down. That's UHI in action. Now, let's take a look at the pie chart showing the key contributors to urban heat islands. The biggest part, 40%, comes from concrete and asphalt, which absorb and trap heat. Loss of vegetation in 30%. Fewer trees mean less natural cooling. Buildings contribute 20% by blocking wind and radiating heat. Car emissions are 10%, adding more heat and pollution. So, it's clear that our city design and human actions are major reasons for this heat problem.
How hot can it get?
Did you know that cities can be up to 7 degrees hotter than nearby parks or forests? That's like turning up the heat on your stove. This extra warmth can make it harder for people to stay cool in summer. It can even be dangerous, especially for babies, older people, and pets. When a city becomes an urban heat island, it can feel like you're walking through a giant oven. That's not fun at all.
What are the effects of urban heat island?
Urban heat islands cause many problems. First, the extra heat can make people feel sick or tired. It can cause heart stroke, which is very dangerous. Second, cities use more electricity to cool down buildings. That means more air conditioning and higher energy bills. Third, more pollution gets into the air from power plants and traffic. Hot air can trap smoke close to the ground, making it harder to breathe. And last, plants and animals in cities can suffer too. They might not get enough water or cool air. So, urban heat islands affect people, pets, the environment, and even your electricity bill.
Can we fix it? Yes.
Now, here's the good news. We can fix urban heat islands. One of the best ways is by planting more trees. Trees give us shade, clean the air, and cool down the streets. Another idea is green roofs, gardens on top of buildings that absorb sunlight instead of bouncing it back. We can also use cool colored materials on roofs and walls that reflect the sun. Some cities are building parks and green paths to make space for nature. When we add green to our cities, temperatures go down and lives get better for everyone.
Smart cities use smart solutions?
Some smart cities are already doing a great job. In Singapore, they have gardens on skyscrapers. In Copenhagen, they built green bike paths and parks that catch rain. These ideas help cool the city and clean the air. Other places are using solar panels and special paint to reflect sunlight. By learning from these smart cities, we can all make better choices for the future. Maybe our cities will be next cool city.
What can we do?
You might be thinking, I'm just a kid. What can I do? But guess what? You can make a difference. You can plant a tree at school or home. You can walk or ride a bicycle instead of taking a car. You can remind your family to save energy by turning off lights and fans when not needed. You can even start a garden or ask your school to add more green spaces. Small actions add up to big changes. You can be a green hero in your neighborhood and help cool down your city.
Recap and quiz time.
Let's quickly review what we learned today. Urban heat islands happen when cities get too hot because of buildings, roads, and less green space. This makes people, animals, and the earth unhappy. But we can fix it by planting trees, using cool roofs, and saving energy. Ready for a quiz? Question 1. What makes cities hotter? A. Trees. B. Buildings. C. Ice cream.
B. Building.
Great job! Question 2. How can we cool cities? A. Add more cement. B. Plant trees. C. Use fire.
B. Plant trees.
Great job! I know you are all heat fighting heroes now.
Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Now, you know all about the urban heat islands and what we can do to stop them. Talk to your friends, teachers and parents about planting trees, saving the energy. Every little things we do makes our world better. Let's make our cities cooler, greener and happier. Your support is genuinely appreciated. Until next time, stay cooler and be kind to the planet.